What happens when you combine the power of AI with a city planner game?
The ultimate city planner.
Should we do a part 2?
Yes, 100% do a part 2.
So what do you think of what I've done so far?
Your zoning distribution is great. The industry is dense, and the residential and shops are well separated.
And what do you want me to do next?
You need more public transport. Buses, trams, or metro. More bypass roads if traffic grows. We need more parks, raise the land value. And while we're at it, make sure you watch traffic. People are going to be stressing about how far away they'll have to go for work.
Right then, welcome back guys. This is part 2 of our AI city building series. So the first thing that we need to address is the way everyone gets into the city, because the way I had it before, there was just a lot of traffic. And so I asked ChatGPT, what intersection would you like? And it came back with a trumpet intersection.
Did I really though?
Yes, you did. I'll put the screenshot on screen now.
Ah, damn it, you got me.
This is me building it, and this is it before detailing and then after detailing. And then I was given this photo to alter the city with, and so I did my best. So here is your before and after. And as ChatGPT said, keep an eye on the traffic. And I didn't. And we had this massive traffic jam going from like one side of the city to the other.
I warned you.
You did. I won't lie, you did warn me about this happening. I'm not going to lie to you, although this city, I think it's about to crash my PC, kill my PC, something like that. Because my PC is struggling to even, to record it. So at some point I will have to stop. But at the moment it's alright. But this traffic jam isn't. As you can see, it stretches the entire span of one of our districts, and then it also goes back. And the whole reason for this is because I put a roundabout in there. And so, logically, it's not on ChatGPT, it's on me, because it didn't tell me to put in the roundabout at all. But I thought, you know what, roundabouts fix everything. And there was a bit of traffic with traffic lights at an intersection, and so I put in a roundabout. But we had to change it, so I took away the roundabout, I popped in the intersection again, but without traffic lights, and we make it so people in the left lane cannot turn right into the district through that way. And then we added a couple more lanes into that district in separate locations to disperse the traffic a bit, and we took out one of these residential rows into that roundabout into the district, and that seemed to have solved it like permanently. So this main strip of road is no longer affected by traffic. But just taking that view, because you've got like skyscrapers in the background, I just think it's an amazing view. If you are enjoying, guys, if you think this is good content or good enough content, make sure you subscribe. We've just hit 50 subscribers, so now we're on the road to 100, and I would greatly appreciate it if you did subscribe. And leave a like if you're enjoying so far. I've put a lot of effort into this video. So if you want to see a part 3 maybe, definitely leave a like, it lets me know you enjoy it. And so now we are just popping in all the parks that ChatGPT told us to. It told us to do this to raise the land value, so we're going to do this. And I'm just going around all the areas, all the roads in red, popping a park nearby. There isn't much thought behind it because it never gave us a visual map of where it wants every park and what parks it wants. And yes, I could have asked it, but ChatGPT is a lot of work. Like, you have to give so many prompts, and every picture it produces takes ages. And so I thought I'll just plop some parks down. And so that's what we did. And I started mixing it up with different parks. I put some in the industrial area. Not sure how much of a good idea that is, but they went down. And then I had a look at these little, are they unique ones or are they pack ones, whatever they are. plop some of them down because they look quite cool. But yeah, then it was time to get all the tourist stuff in, and ChatGPT did want us to have a tourist area down the bottom here, but the connection from the highway, I just felt like a lot of traffic was going to be flowing to there, and that will come in part 3 if we do a part 3 with an airport. Oh, and I didn't show you it, but I did connect the cargo train station. If you've watched part 1, you'll know I kind of just left the train tracks just in the middle of nowhere, but I added in the rail yards and I added in the cargo train station going out of the city, because we do only have one big district in this city with one industrial area, so we don't need to connect it to any other cargo train stations, but that should bring down the flow of lorries in the city, which will be good for traffic, hopefully. But just finishing up the parks now, and then I'll give you a little flyover of the city with the parks down. But that was the parks, and that was my game crashing, because this city is just so much. Right, and then moving on to our last area in this video, we've got to zone in, well not zone in, we've got to build the trains, the metro, the public transport. We've already done the buses, I didn't show you that, but I guarantee the buses are done, they're all finished. But at the moment we're just putting the subway in, and I just went with a couple of underground stops and a big long track that goes all the way around. And then I had to do the yard, the subway yard. Is that what it's called? I think it is. But something funky decides to happen with the subway yards. After we built all of the track, right, leading onto it, I started connecting up all the others as the subway trains, the carts went out, and they decided they're just going to flip-flop everywhere. So I thought I'd show you that, because I thought that was quite funny when I was seeing it, but then it fixed itself, so that's alright. But that was the subway finished, and then we had to get onto the trains. Now I didn't know whether to go with just one main train stop that led into a bus or a subway, you know, going from one extreme to another. But I decided I'll have two, one on each side of the city. So here's me popping in the first one. And I just did a little loop around. I might not have been on the other side of the city, it might have been on the same side. But yeah, we had to bridge over quite a lot of roads. I really have underestimated how many roads I've placed in this build. But we're just looping it round, and it's going to go all the way up to the railway yard. Just adding in a few connections, just to future-proof it, in case we do a part 3. And that was me popping in the connection to the... Sorry, not the subway yard, the train yard. Oh, what is going on with me? And then we'll just pop in the other station in, and that was our trains finished. We just drew 2 lines, one from out of town into town, and then one from in town into town again. And now that is the end of this video, so I do hope you guys have enjoyed. I have put quite a bit of work into this video, so if you have, please subscribe, like as well the video, it massively helps out. And I'm just going to leave you now for the next sort of 30 seconds with this little montage of the train driving through our city. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you next time.